I really can't believe this just happened, but um, the Eagles pretty much looked like they threw. They just pretty much bent over for the Washington football team and Ron Rivera to just kind of ditch into the playoffs, kind of have a day's little stunt into the playoffs. And I was kind of under the impression that was not how NFL football was supposed to be handled. So yeah, I'm not really 100% sure how I feel. Like there really is an element of just feeling betrayed by, you know, Doug Peterson. I guess is the person to blame, but the whole Eagles team should have stood up a little harder to try to win the game. I mean, does Jalen Hurts not? Does he not care? Does he not care at all to win for his record? Does he not care about his stats? I mean, these are questions that serious. I'm serious about. I does Carson. I mean, Carson Wentz. He was just inactive coach's decision because he's demanding a trade and making a big stink. I mean, I don't know. This is just a bad, terrible, terrible look for Philadelphia. Um, and really, it feels horrible because the Eagles were not playing for anything. They were eliminated, but what they're doing is they're messing with other people's bottom line, other people's money, other people's opportunities to succeed. I mean, the Cowboys and the Giants gutted it out today to try to fight for a potential playoff spot. I'm not sure who said it, but they thought it was a potential playoff spot, but the Eagles weren't planning on playing today. I understand if you guys got injury and you don't want to exacerbate that, you don't play him. It's not a problem. Alshon Jeffrey, early scratch, no problem. But Jalen Hurts is he's just relaxing on the sideline for no reason as your team goes 4-11-1 and you don't even attempt to play the spoiler. Like I thought I thought people might get excited for this and that playing for the spoiler and playing for the potential Giants in the playoffs. It would have been such a cool story to see Tom Brady have to face off against the Giants. It's historic playoff nemesis, actually. It's just a real shame that we got robbed of that because Doug Peterson decided to stop caring. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and cast a pox on the Eagles for like a while. I like Jalen Hurts, but next season's going to also be bad for them because of this. This is just not how you instill a culture. I actually think that the Jets are in a situation culturally that's slightly better. They don't really have, in terms of players and assets and, a coach and stuff like that, they're obviously worsely positioned, but like, yeah, I'd rather see my 0-10 team blow my number one guaranteed draft pick and show that all the players on the team still care than... I mean, and if you just want to tank it out, that's fine also. But the Eagles weren't tanking it out this year. And all they did, in fact, was, screw over other people who are going out there and hitting each other like brick walls against each other. Like, think about all those linemen that just went and grueled out at a football game that actually meant nothing because the Eagles just wanted to roll over and let Washington just have their way. I don't think it's a particularly good look. But what I will say is that Washington's defense is legit. Not necessarily tonight did they prove that to me in any way. I think tonight is actually a terrible look for both teams. But I do think that Chase why can I not Chase Edmonds, Chase Claypool, Chase Young. Oh my gosh. Chase Young is going to end up being the best player out of this draft class. I know you got quarterbacks like Justin Herbert and potentially Joe Burrow, but both of those players are quarterbacks, which I would say kind of a dime a dozen. You're not really going to be able to find guys like Chase Young anywhere. It's like Mike Tomlin said, you got to lose a lot of games to get a player as special as you. And he really is. He really is special. He's transformative. I'm just not sure that Alex Smith is going to be able to take him, Terry McLaurin, J.D. McKissick. I think they have another pretty decent running back whose name is completely eluding me right now. Take that whole, crew to the second round of the playoffs, the third round of the playoffs. I just don't see that happening. But yeah, I think it's really cursed for the Eagles now from now on. I honestly just see them getting absolutely ran and made fun of and just being the laughing stock of the league for another couple of years. I hope Jalen Hurts even gets a trade because I like him and I don't want that to happen to him, but I just think that they're a joke franchise. Doug Peterson will lose his job next year because he'll have another failure year, pretty much guaranteed by the stinker that they dropped on the, they sprinkled it on top, Salt Bay style on the end of their season. Just this little, just poop.